Hello Principia and welcome. I'm Kyla Pelletier.
And I'm Hunter Maring.
The last 2 weeks have been busy for the sports teams, the dance and theater departments, and for the individuals preparing for PAC. But before we talk about that, we're excited to announce that next year's student body president and vice president are Bailey Bischoff and Nick Peshka. Tune in to our next show for an exclusive look into the plans for the dynamic duo.
This week, the Principia community prepares for another outstanding and vigorous performance of dance production, featuring special guest choreographer John Gardner, with guest artist former American Ballet Theater prima ballerina Amanda McCarroll. This year, there are 8 student choreographers hard at work.
I wanted to choreograph because it's a really cool process of taking something that's just in your head and feelings and sort of movements and music and making it real on real people. I choreographed last year and I was not in my piece and it was really fun. And then this year I am in my piece and it's definitely an extra challenge to incorporate my own self into a piece when I can't see everything. So it's been a really cool process.
I really wanted to be a choreographer as a freshman because I really admired the choreographers whose dances I was in as a freshman. It was nice to be able to see other, like my peers choreographing, because then I felt like, oh yeah, I could definitely do that, I could be a choreographer.
Choreographing is really fun. It kind of shows that you're a leader and you're responsible for a group of people and they look up to you and you have to bring your all and bring so much energy, and they learn from that energy and they take from that and they express it through the dance.
Every time I hear music or I listen to my favorite song, I always immediately start thinking up movements and thinking up different moves in my head, and then I always just want to get them out. So if I'm like driving in the car or walking around and I hear a song, I just always start dancing to it, but in my mind. And so my freshman year, I really looked up to a lot of the choreographers.
I really wanted to be a choreographer for the reason to show people my movement and dance moves as well. So that's really the one reason why I wanted to do it.
My movement and ideas are inspired mostly by things that I saw that I really liked, or ideas that I wanted to get across, and especially the people who helped me build my dance. My whole process was basically seeing a bunch of things I really liked or having ideas that I wanted to do and putting them on people, and they were really the basis for what I could do with my dance. So it was really great this year, and I am really excited about sharing my piece with everybody.
Dance production will occur Thursday, April 2nd through Saturday, April 4th in Cox Auditorium at 8 p.m. and 2 p.m. on Saturday. Tickets are $10 for adults and $7 for students.
The 66th Annual Principia Public Affairs Conference was held last weekend. This conference educated its delegates about social entrepreneurship. Delegates heard talks from experienced social entrepreneurs that taught them how to start up their own social business and how they can be smarter consumers.
I think it went very smooth and harmonious, and the speakers were engaging and awesome. I want to be all their friends.
What I really loved about the Public Affairs Conference was the cohesiveness of the board and how we all worked together really well. I think up until the conference we had bonded a little bit, but the weekend itself really made us click and connect more as a group and as a team.
I think Pamela Hawley's breakfast talk was great on Friday morning. It was very engaging and very, very good and helpful to see what Universal Giving does as a corporation, as a social entrepreneur. And then of course the keynote on Friday night by David Simnick was great. Everyone was laughing and learning what it takes to be a social entrepreneur.
On March 19th through 21st, the theater department performed the spring production Our Country's Good in Davis Black Box. The play focused on redemption and restoration through a group of Royal Marines and convicts putting on a play in a penal colony in New South Wales, Australia during the 1780s. Because the play covered mature content, the cast and crew sat down after every production to include the community in a meaningful discussion about the topics raised and answer questions about the production as a whole. The play was received with an overwhelmingly positive reaction from the audience.
Really excited. This is closing night of Our Country's Good. It's been an amazing run, and we've had a few seniors that are graduating, so this is their last show.
which is sad but also exciting because they're going to go on to do other great work. And this has been a truly amazing production, and I think the audiences have been really moved by it and also challenged by the issues that the play brings up. So it's been quite a good run.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing students perform. I'm in acting 1 right now, and acting is really hard. I'm not very good at it, so I'm excited to see really dedicated students act.
Yeah, I would have to say the same thing. I'm also really excited to see all of my friends who have put in so much effort into the play.
Well, the reason I came to this play was because I heard it was controversial in the ideas that it presented. And I thought it really did a really good job at presenting things that we don't normally discuss or talk about in Christian Science and in our society. And I thought this was a good way to bring it up.
So Timmy, what did you enjoy most about the play?
Well, Hunter, I really enjoyed just the huge amount of support and great work from the rest of the cast. I thought it was so much fun. I've never been in a part like this where you have to where there was a lot of so many lines, so much stuff to do, but it was awesome. It was so much fun. I had a love scene. I had tons of stuff that I've never done before on stage, and it was so cool.
Student events hosted the Winter Carnival in Crafton, where students enjoyed a frozen yogurt bar, laser tag, carnival games, and multiple inflatable attractions. Students raced through an obstacle course, they tested their strength against their friends while held back by bungee cords, and many students put on Velcro suits and jumped and flipped into a Velcro wall. It was a well-attended event, and the students enjoyed having a fun break from homework.
All of the spring athletic teams are in season and hard at work. Let's check in with our sports anchor, Danny McKenzie. Danny?
Thank you, Hunter. Principia's rugby team, the Thunder Chickens, are the defending national champions for the 7 Rugby Division II. After losing the 2015 Gateway Sevens tournament, which was played in the snow. The Thunder Chickens thought that their chance of returning to nationals was over. However, they have a second chance. 8 teams qualify for the championship, and 7 have already qualified over the 7 tournaments that have been played. There is one more tournament in Iowa with some tough D1 and D2 programs. Principia has to prove to USA Rugby that they can beat the big programs. If they do, they will get the bid, and USA Rugby will most likely send them to nationals. Principia Track and Field came back from spring break ready to run on a track twice the size of the indoor track and compete in events not contested during the winter season. One of these events is the javelin. Junior Jeff Hibbs, son of Greg Hibbs, the Principia College record holder in the discus, came to the college certain that he was going to be a thrower. Hibbs spent his first 2 years almost exclusively focused on the javelin throw until he expanded his interest to compete in the heptathlon during the past indoor season. At his first meet at the outdoor season, Hibbs threw 58.14 meters. This was over 7 meters beyond his previous personal best. This places him only 40 centimeters off of the school record. With a long season still ahead, Hibbs is a likely qualifier for the outdoor national championships. He will also likely join his dad on the school record list, making them the second father-son duo next to the Bowlingers. Best of luck to all our Principia athletes. Back to you, Kyla.
Thank you, Danny. That's all we have for today. Remember to like us on Facebook at PCTV News and to be on your best behavior because it's Parents Weekend.